This is my chainsaw, and if you're wondering why it's packed up like this, whenever I travel with this saw for any distance, I put the saw in a bag and wrap it up with this plastic wrap for two reasons. One, to keep the oil from the bar from getting on anything in the car, and also to contain the gas fumes. Now, I haven't used the saw in about 2 months, and I thought this would be a good time to unpack the saw and see if it starts right up. Boy, really packed this one up. You can smell the gas as I'm opening the bag. I'm pulling the saw from the bag. I've got my chainsaw, got my little chainsaw tool. You can see I've got a lot of messy oil right there, so I'm glad I did pack the saw up. Now it's about 40 degrees this morning, and the saw's been in the shed, so it's very cold. And I'm predicting that the saw should start on maybe the 6th or 7th pull. I mean, that's a reasonable amount of time. So I'm going to put the saw, or a reasonable amount of pulls. I'll put the saw in the start position, and I'm suspecting that the engine will pop around the 3rd or 4th pull, and then it should start. Okay, here we go. Well, a few more than 3 or 4 pulls, but you can tell it's just about ready to go. Well, you can see it took a little bit more than 4 pulls, but part of that was my fault. I forgot to turn the choke off once it popped. But regardless, it started right up, and I don't think anybody would have a problem with the saw taking a few more pulls, but eventually it started. And I would say it took me all of 2 minutes to get the saw running, and now I can get to work. And that's the whole idea of spending as much as you can for the highest quality of tool that you can afford, because you really do get what you pay for. Well, I didn't make that video as a commercial for Stihl. I have nothing to do with them, although that would be nice. But I love that saw, and I like companies that make quality products. I really believe in making things of quality when I make things here in the shop, and using quality tools. So when you go to buy a tool, think about what you can afford and try to buy the best tool that you can, because that's going to make the work experience enjoyable and not frustrating. And really what prompted me to make this video is I was out in Ohio last weekend with my brother Jim. We have an annual enduro motocross trip that we do, and he had a chainsaw and it just didn't stack up to my saw, and so I thought that I'd make a quick video about that. Now, if you want to meet my brother Jim and see a little bit of our motocross camping trip, just stick around. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Whew. All right, well, this is my brother Jim, and we're in this is our annual motocross ride. Yep. Jim's a pilot, and he lives out here in Ohio, and he's got a couple nice KTM motorcycles. Jim, what are you riding?
530.
530. Is that a 4-stroke or a 2-stroke?
4.
I knew it. I just wanted to ask it. And I'm riding his son's 250, which is a KTM. Well, that's a 4-stroke also, but boy, it's got some power to it. It's a lot of fun.
There's some more hills we're gonna let you video. I'll climb them.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to do those.
No, you don't want to do that.
No. Jim rides all the time, and we used to ride when we were kids a lot, but I only ride really once a year now, so the goal is just to have fun and not break any records or bones. Hey Jim, tell me a little bit about where we're riding right now.
We're at the Wayne National Forest, the Long Ridge Trailhead in, well, it's down by Nelsonville, Ohio.
And how long have you been riding here?
Well, about 9 years.
That's a lot of fun. I like that.
It's a good time.
Now, what's another good question? Oh, let me ask you, what about all the oil pumps, or what are those things that we see from time to time?
It's all oil.
Oil in the ground here.
Yeah. Oil they pump out of the ground.
And so that's just happening. How do they pump? Do they pump the oil into that holding tank and then the truck comes up?
Yeah. They pump it into a holding tank and then the truck comes up, pumps it out of the holding tank and takes it off. I don't know exactly how much oil they get, but when the price of oil's up, they make pretty good money with it.
I think as we get older, we look more alike.
Yeah. Like mom.
Too bad for me.
Yeah, too bad for me too.
So anyway, this is the bike I'm riding. It's a 250 KTM, and one of the things that has really made a lot easier is the auto clutch.
Right.
And basically, to explain that, I can go down a hill, keep it in first gear, which will keep me from, going too fast, and I can still hit the back brake and lock up the back wheel, and the bike won't stall. And that just makes a huge difference in keeping control, especially for somebody like me who doesn't ride very often. So you want to tell me how that works?
I really don't know. I think you'd have to call the people from Recluse and find out.
Is that what it is?
It's a Recluse auto clutch. You can see the good.
That was a lot of fun, man.
Good. I'm glad.
It's a good workout too.
Yeah, that's not bad.
All right.
We'll go out again in a little bit.
Because it was on an angle.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts.
There's a knot, is what it is.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
This is the crotch of the tree.
Here you go.
One more. Okay. I'm getting them ready for you, Jim.
Okay,
I'll
make
break-
them nice. Break them a little bit for me, then I can make. I can.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Put that one on. Don't put that on.
It's already
How come
on.
you don't have on safety goggles?
I do. I'm gonna edit that in.
Safety contact lenses.
All right, good enough.
All right, let me try. I want to
All
try
right,
the big one.
I want to try the big one.
You'll be able. You could probably do it.
That's it.
Now you need the sledge.
Yeah, grab the sledge.
The sledge is right there. That is a cool outfit, dude. Ooh. There we go. Okay.
You hit it with the handle.
That's definitely going to make the video. There we go.
All right, that wasn't too bad.
No, not so bad.
It wasn't as embarrassing as the other one, anyway.
There we go.
There's no finesse in that at all.
It looked so smooth.
Did I need any finesse?
It looks, Jim, it looks like you've been doing that your whole life.
No finesse in that at all.